Well, hello and happy spooky season, pals. Speaking of spooky season, we are recording a special Halloween episode and we can't wait to hear from you. It's your turn to share your ghost stories with us, and we'll share as many of them as we can in our episode coming out October 29th. You can either write it out in an email or you can record yourself telling the story and send the audio file to spookysisterhood@gmail.com. Deadline is Saturday, October 18th by midnight. Can't wait to hear what you have for us, and of course, keep it spooky, Sibs. Hi, Paranormal Pals. Welcome to the Secret Society of the Spooky Sisterhood podcast. My name is Melanie. If you've stumbled into our headquarters here, our Not So Secret Society is a community that was built through social media to connect like-minded paranormal enthusiasts. Our goal is to lift up those who are in this space, especially but not exclusively women, who traditionally haven't had that opportunity. Each week, we'll be joined by a member of our sisterhood, our special guests, or both, and we will discuss one of many fascinating topics in the paranormal. So let's call this meeting to order. Let the record show Councilmember Andronike is in attendance this week, if I can spit it out. Hello, Andronike.
Hello.
We do have a few bits of business. I'm going to go over those real quick. First, our Haunt Down to Halloween giveaway for 2025 is underway. We've got an amazing grand prize package this year. To get an entry, you need to follow us, follow our paranormal partners, and tag a friend on our pinned post on Instagram. So you can find that, and you can get lots of bonus entries. To find all those details, just go to our website, which is spookysisterhood.com, and you can go to spookysisterhood.com/events. That's how you'll find those details. So second, as we mentioned before the episode started, we are looking for your spooky stories for our special Halloween episodes. So send those to spookysisterhood@gmail.com. And lastly, I promise, our third annual Spooky Slumber Party is coming October 15th. It's always my favorite event of the year. I'm so excited. So put it on your calendar. And I think that's all of our business. So without further ado, let me tell you a little bit about our guests this week. And I'm just going to tell you a very little about our guests. They're going to jump in and fill in the blanks for you. But we have two of the lovely folks from the Tennessee Shadow Chasers here to join us, Audra Cook and Erin Hale. They are here to talk about investigating, of course, but also to tell us a little bit about this special place that everyone in the paranormal seems to be talking about right now, the Ura Shrine. Without further ado, hi, Erin. Hi, Audra.
How are you?
Can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves, who you are, what you do outside of the paranormal, where you're from, that kind of stuff?
Sure. You want to start, Audra?
Okay, well, first of all, Audra Cook. I am in East Tennessee, and outside of the paranormal, I wrangle two dogs nonstop.
And that's interesting.
Yeah, I've got one behind me here, and the other one will make an appearance shortly. And I work as a pharmacy tech at a government hospital. So.
Yeah. I'm Erin Hale, and I live in Southeast Tennessee. And outside of the paranormal, I'm a property manager of 300 properties.
Oof.
Yeah. Exciting.
Exciting, and probably keeps you busy, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm. Never a dull moment.
So, have you guys both been into like spooky stuff since you were kids, or how did you get into it?
Audra?
Actually, no, not since I probably did my first. I mean, I always like the scary, spooky stories. I did my first actual ghost hunt in 2008 at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
Wow.
So I did it right.
You did. Set that bar high.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, sure, sounds great.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Let's do it. And then I was like, oh crap, okay. So that's what this is.
Yeah.
And I hadn't stopped since. So
Wow.
Most people start out at cemeteries. Audra just
Yeah.
goes straight for possession.
Yeah. Well, that's basically, South Pittsburgh, that was a banger. Definitely a banger.
yeah, I jumped in the deep end, feet
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
no floaties.
Yeah. I've always liked spooky stuff as well. But I started doing this I didn't realize you could actually ghost hunt. I thought it was just TV shows for the longest time. And then I went to one, God, it had to have been like 15 years ago. Close to like 15 years ago or so, maybe. Close to 15 years. And I've been doing it ever since. I became obsessed. Once I realized, and I'm sure Audra feels the same way, once you realize you can actually go into these places and you can do it the way you want to do it.
Game over.
Game over.
Game mode, yeah.
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 Yeah. Complete
Yeah,
game
'cause-
over.
Yeah, after I did Old South Pittsburgh, I kind of jumped around a little bit, and then my next big one, I really went in head first, was the Conjuring House.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you like started at the apex, right?
Yeah, so since then I've been
Yeah.
chasing that high.
Right?
I know that we have other questions before then, I'm sure, but I do want to come back to this Conjuring House thing because I have many questions about that too.
Deal.
You guys went when the what's her name owned it, right? When
No, I went when the couple owned it. What was
The
her
couple
name?
owned Corey and the Hineses.
the Heinz,
Yeah,
yeah,
I went with them.
they're so sweet. Okay, never mind. You're gonna hold the experience.
Yeah, no, I didn't go with that. No.
No, I was there.
That
when
was
the
going to be
couple
one of
owned
my
it.
questions. How was that
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah, no.
So tell us how Tennessee Shadow Chasers came about, because you guys have sort of an interesting origin story.
Go ahead,
We
Erin.
really do.
We do,
So,
yeah.
Okay, so we all worked. Well, okay. At the time, there were 3 of us that worked together, and of course, the dynamics of the team have changed, and people come.
We
and
worked
go.
with you, Andronike.
Yeah, you
we
did.
worked with you as well, and then the company dissolved, and we were all left still wanting to go to these places and still wanting to stay connected to people. And so we were all going to South Pittsburgh Hospital, and we kind of hooked up. Like, are you going? Yeah, can I hang with you? Yeah, and that's how we kind of started. And then there came this event. It was the world's largest ghost hunt, and you had to have this. There was an objective. So somebody was at the home office, and they said, okay, there's a secret tattoo, a secret smell, and I can't remember what they all were, but
Yeah, there was like 4 different things.
Yeah.
A word, I think, was one of
a
them.
word, yeah. So you had to talk to the spirits in the location that you're at, and then you were supposed to send them to the home office. You didn't know where the home office was. It could have been in Ireland. Who knows? But you had to tell them to go and find out and bring back the answers, and then you had to tell out loud what the spirits said to you. And actually, we had to come up with a team name. We were like, oh, let's do this. This would be really cool. This would be really fun to do together. But we had to be like an official team. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll just, whatever. We'll
Just
come up
throw
with a
something
name.
together.
Yeah, so we just threw something together, and we have not looked back
Yeah.
at all. We just,
And there's a couple of locations that wouldn't let us in if we weren't a team.
yeah.
So we were like, hey, well, we'll just, make something up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, but, I mean, we clicked. We clicked, and we've never looked back. I mean, it's been the best. It's been 2 years now.
3.
3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's been 3 years.
Yeah. We've had some
Three years, huh?
members change, but the core majority has been the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been great, and it's going to continue to be great.
It's been memorable. We've had some strange
Oh,
things
yeah.
happen.
Oh yeah. We've been through hell and back. I mean, when you're with a team of people and you're dedicated to each other, you got to figure each other out because we're all different. We all bring something different to the table. We all have different personalities. And so, like, getting together and meshing it was a challenge, but we all wanted it. And so we figured it out. So we're just enjoying it right now. And being an ambassador to the Ura Shrine. That's fun too. Yeah.
That's a lot on your plate.
We do.
Yeah, we go at least once a month on a ghost hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll host a team at the shrine, usually once a month, once every other month, because it's still getting the word out on that place, which I cannot understand why people have, it has not, I think people are scared of it still.
I think there's a stigma still. People are scared. But
Stigma
it's not,
to it, yeah. But it's an amazing location.
Yeah.
We're going to have to talk about that because I had never heard of it before.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I have also never done an investigation anywhere before, so I'm still learning in terms of like places that I haven't just read about, or seen on TV or whatever. But there have been several people in the Spooky Sisterhood who have been there, and that's all they will talk about. And then other people who I've interviewed, that's one of the places that they have just been raving about. And not one of them has said anything scary or negative about this. So now I'm like, what kind of stigma could this possibly have? Everybody is thinking it's like wonderful, it's active, it's like very different and unique and like all just wonderful positive things. So if you want to just take this clip and use that. No, I'm just kidding. Only heard good things.
That's good. We're happy. Yeah, because it's a place, and I know we're going to get into that later, but I mean, it's a place we're not scared to say the word demon. You want to use a Ouija board? Use a Ouija board. It's because everything's there. Good, bad.
It's welcoming to all spirits. You're not he's not going to, the owner of the place is like, you say whatever, we welcome all spirits. We can't guarantee what you're going to get. Could be bad, could be good.
Yeah.
It's like a train station. You never know who's going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we can't guarantee what kind of experience you're going to have. We don't have the resident Susie on the third floor and Sally on the second floor.
Yeah.
It's,
right.
We don't know who's going to be there, so we aren't liable for what might happen to you.
Yeah.
So you are always getting somebody or something new through there. It's not the same experience every time.
Right.
Yeah, and people are always bringing in and dropping off haunted objects, so it changes from week to week to month, and
Yeah.
How
did y'all first find out about the shrine?
I saw a clip just briefly on Shane Pittman. They were doing a documentary on Scream Network or Scream TV, I can't remember what. And they were just showing bits and pieces where they were filming at a place in Bristol, Tennessee, which is literally 30 minutes from me. And I'm like, how have I never heard of this place? How have I never heard of this? So I messaged Dee, who is another founding member of the team. And I'm like, see, because she's a research hound. She can find anything. And I'm like, find out what you can about this place. See what you can do. And she messages me back within an hour. So she's like, we're meeting Saturday at 1. I'm like,
Yeah.
So our 30-minute meeting turned into 3 hours.
Wow.
Because he vets everybody, which he has now put on us. But we went for 30 minutes and just sitting there in that conversation with him, which Andronike, is a fascinating person to talk to.
I could sit there and listen to the two of you talk all day.
I'm just watching, little things fly by my head. I'm like, and I'm the skeptic of the group, and I'm like, what was that?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, that's normal. And I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
That's not normal at my house.
No.
Oh my gosh. So I guess that kind of leads into my next question, which is essentially, and I'm a skeptic as well, I'm someone who goes into things not necessarily prepared to not believe, but definitely asking some questions and wondering what else could it be? Is there an explanation for this? Yada yada. So when you're investigating, how do you differentiate between paranormal activity and things that have explanations?
Well, number one, we'll try to start out just getting the feel of the area, the building. You know, is there a train nearby? Are there broken windows? And we just kind of take mental note of all of these things.
The weather.
Yeah, the weather can have, if there's leaks, you have to listen to, you know, for repetition. Like sounds and repetition is usually not paranormal. If it's the same thing over and over and over, typically that's like a leak. You know? Water. Actually, we did that at the funeral home in Lynchburg, didn't we? You and I went back in the back, and there was a sound, and we waited long enough, and we were patient enough. We figured out it was dripping water, but it was dripping on a tarp, so it sounded much louder than it actually was, because it was in kind of an empty room as well. But we definitely, and Audra is the skeptic of the group. I mean, she was one extreme, and some of us were another extreme, so we've come and we've met halfway to where now it's a beautiful culmination of us figuring it out. We, at the shrine, actually we debunked, it took us 45 minutes, didn't it? We thought we had a demon. We thought we captured a picture of a demon coming out of a mirror. And we were like, oh no.
Scared me to death. I was never going back.
Yeah, this is like one of the first times we went there. This is like one of the first times. So, you know, but come to find out, it was a crystal. It was a crystal hanging from a chandelier, and it just, the way it turned.
Wow. It was in a Polaroid picture, but when we took a picture of it with the phone and enlarged it, you could see that it was the crystal. But in the Polaroid, it looked like a face.
I promise you, it looked just like a face. Well, that was the happiest moment of my life when it was a crystal. That was the happiest moment of my life. Yeah. But
I'll show it to you, Andronike, next time I see you.
Yeah,
I'll dig it out. It was crazy.
But we'd love to share that too if we can. If you're up for that, we'd love to share that.
Yeah,
I'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah, but we definitely we try to debunk in the moment as well, so we don't. Sometimes you can't help it. Your reaction's gonna be like a startled reaction, but when you gather yourself and you're like, okay, hold on, wait a second, hold on.
Well, it took us a year to go back to College Hill and the door.
Yeah, so there was a door, and I still say it was closed, but in Audra's defense, a door had opened last year at College Hill, so we went back and we went to the same door, and she pulled it too, but didn't latch it, right? So it just that click. But
it sounds the same as when you close it.
It does, and it looks closed.
Yeah.
She barely touched it with her elbow. She just touched it with her elbow, and it just opened right up. So could it have been freezed?
We're going to call it a half, you know.
Yeah. It's one that we have to
can't say it is, can't say it was.
Yeah, we have to throw it out because the possibility is there because we never want to get caught up in Beardo show.
Yeah, my goal is to piss off Beardo gets scared.
Yeah. Well, we watched this guy Beardo on YouTube, right? And this guy, he brings up
a debunker.
And he brings up things that you wouldn't think of, like a watch. Like this watch can set equipment off, and I never even thought about it.
Oh, smartwatch,
never thought about it, so I take it off now during investigations. I just don't wear it. Because I don't ever want anybody going, that could be a watch that she's wearing, that set it off. I don't want that to happen, because if we get the best evidence possible, we want to be able to share it, you know? And and we always leave it open to interpretation, because who are we to put that mark on it that it is paranormal, 100%. You know, it might be in our minds, but we were there, so we leave it open to interpretation, for lack of a better word. Wouldn't you say, Audra?
Yeah. Because I'd rather put it out there and somebody say, what did you think of this? And be like, oh, no, we didn't. Okay, keep that in for next time.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that y'all approach it that way. I think that's so important. When I was growing up, I was a very fearful kid, and my dad used to sit up with me at night, and we'd sit like in my room and listen, and he would be like, okay, well, that noise is just the house settling, or that noise is the tree outside, or that's the neighbor's cat, or whatever. Right. And then sometimes he'd be like, you know what? I don't know what that one is. Let's go figure it out. And we'd like walk around the house and he'd say, oh, okay, it's the air conditioning made this weird noise or whatever. And sometimes he'd be like, I don't know what that one is, but it's not a murderer, so you're fine. You know, like,
Yeah.
so it was helpful as a kid, but I feel like it's so helpful for people who do like paranormal investigation too, to be able to think about, okay, there could be an explanation for this, but maybe it really is something weird. Maybe I did bump it with my elbow, but maybe that door just flung open. I don't know.
Right,
You know?
right. But there's no way for us to be, because we can't go back in time, and we can't dissect it now, but we can add to that layer of it could have been. It could have been somebody bumped it. It could have been somebody walked past it fast enough that created enough of a current of air just to push it open a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one
And there's been times I haven't been able to come up with a reason, and they've been able to go, ha, and I've had to just swallow my pride and walk away.
but I mean, I like the fact that we do that, because it's important. I mean, Audra in the very beginning, she was like, listen, we have to keep our integrity intact here. We can't just be those people that everything's paranormal. And I agree with her 100%. I mean, back then I might have been a little like,
Yeah, a couple of them were like that, but
but you know, over time you learn. You know, even if you're good at what you do, you can always learn from somebody else. And so that's what we do. We learn from each other.
We don't want to be those people that put everything out that say, a demon tapped my shoulder, you know,
like,
Spooky Sally whispered in my ear, watch this video. You know, we're not going to be those people.
The night she died.
I'd rather put out, we caught absolutely nothing.
Yeah. You know what? Because that's okay to say. It's okay, because we go to locations and we get nothing. And then we can go to the same location again, and we can just pop off crazy. So it's just one of those things that's the chance you take in the paranormal, is you're not always going to get something. But I think a lot of people forget that it's okay to say, we didn't get anything.
Could have been us. Could have been the house at that time. It's, you know, they may have been like, I don't like them. And just...
They talk funny.
You know, sometimes I don't like us, so...
Right? Sometimes we don't like ourselves. So, it's okay. But so we definitely, I mean, debunking is very important now. And actually, I mean, I think I think Audra's very proud of us.
I am. I get so proud when they debunk something. I'm like a proud mama. I'm like,
yeah, she is. It's great.
Honestly, they're probably proud of all the times when you're like, holy shit, what was that?
Oh, yeah. So, when she can't explain, if she can't explain it, that's when you're like, that's legit. That's legit. Yeah.
So Audra, what makes you nervous on investigations, since you're like the skeptic and you're out to debunk things? Are there any situations where you're just like, nope, peace, I'm out of here?
the only time I've ever said I'm out of here, you're going to laugh because you were there, when I pulled up on the demon house the very first time.
Oh, really?
When me and Dee pulled up the very first time, I just looked at it and went, I'm not going in there. And I drove around the block and came back. I was like, I drove 8 hours. I'm going in. That's the only time that I don't know. I just looked at it and was like, hell no, I ain't going in there. I said, we're driving back right now. And this is an 8-hour drive home. But I was like, I'm not going in there. And she was like, what? I said, not going in there. Yep. And that's the only time I've ever not wanted to go in a location.
Wow.
And that was your first time there, right?
Yeah. The second time I was fine. I was like kicking down the door. I'm back, bitches. You know?
Yeah. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm allowed to cuss, right? You said that?
Yeah.
If not, you might want to get that buzz ready.
Beep.
We're just going to edit Vinny barking.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I had him put in the other room or else he would have been right here.
So what about you, Erin? What else, like, does anything scare you?
Ooh, it's rare that I mean, usually, I've only been run out of a building twice. Once at South Pittsburgh Hospital, and once at College Hill, twice. That's it. Those are pretty substantial moments. But
Yeah,
so it
I was
takes
there
a
for the
lot.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like to. So typically, I like to. I like to walk around in the dark. I get a kick out of it. Facing my fears. I mean, I'm not scared of the dark, but I'm scared of things popping out at me in the dark. Like haunted houses. Like around Halloween time, how they have haunted houses and people dress up and jump. I can't do those. I can't do those. I'm terrified of those. But like a real haunted house with a demon or like a dead woman or a dead man or whatever, okay, no problem, no problem. But no, I don't typically get very scared.
Well, what happens? What's the story?
Yeah.
So South Pittsburgh, I saw my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law was dead, and she was. So that really upset me really bad, and so that threw me out. So I had to go sit outside for a while. And then the other one was at a hospital on College Hill, and there was a shadow guy, like this blob kind of thing, right in front of me at the end of a hallway. And I'm walking down the hallway, and it takes a step towards me. The closer I get to it, it takes one big step towards me, and I was like, no. Okay, so that is something. That's not just a shadow. So I start backing up, and I'm like, I'm a brave girl. I'm a brave girl. I'm a brave girl. And he disappears, but then he shows up in this room over here, walking out, right at me. And I was like, nope, out.
But leading up to that, we were on a live actually, and we were listening to an EVP. We were all down real intent, and then out of the stairwell we hear, "Hello," and it was in unison. We were all like,
What was that? Yeah.
because the door was locked. We know nobody came in. And then at that point, just chaos broke loose.
Mm-hmm.
We started seeing shadow people everywhere, and nobody had anything going recording because we were all like, it was like Scooby-Doo on meth. We were like,
We were caught our pants down, so to speak, because we were listening to an EVP, and then bam, 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 bam. And then all of it just culminated.
yeah, she was on this
Wow.
end facing that, and the rest of us were on the other way, exact opposite hall, dealing with the door and something else, the shadow people on the other end of that hall, and it just culminated in the middle, and that's when we were like, we gotta get out of here for a moment. We gotta regroup.
I wonder what it was that triggered that activity from listening to that EVP, or if there was something else that happened at the same time that just triggered it all to start. That is bananas to me.
It was crazy.
We were doing a fake therapy session and complaining about our doctor.
Could be it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Was
we're
it
like,
like,
this
hello?
waiting room for too long. That kind of thing.
We were talking about how terrible the service was. We couldn't get anybody to wait on us. We'd been waiting in the waiting room for an hour.
And it's, hello. And
Yes.
it was just like that. And we knew we had locked the door. We knew nobody else was in the hospital.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
did it come from? We don't know.
But it was related. It sounds like that's amazing.
Yeah, and we got something on the EVP too. I can't remember what it was, but that's usually when we get our best evidence is when we're having on EVP is when we're just having a regular conversation with each other.
Yep.
Wow. So you were talking a little bit about this feeling that you had, Audra, about you didn't want to go in, and that made me think, do you guys have psychics on your team? Do you work with psychics?
I don't like the term psychic.
Okay.
I'm just snooty about it. Not snooty, but I'm
No,
just like
please.
shy about it. Clairvoyant.
Okay.
I'm very clairvoyant when they want to show
Awesome.
me things. Yeah.
So
So I don't like to use it in investigations because I feel like it's cheating. And then it feels like, is this a thing that only I can see, or is everybody seeing this? Right? So it's like,
I say that to her a lot. Is it only somebody you can see?
yeah. And then it's like, how am I supposed to prove that? I can't use that as
Yeah.
evidence. You know what I mean? I can't use it as
But
evidence, but at least I
if
can
you're
use it. Oh,
seeing it and it like corroborates something else that's happening, that's different.
right.
I mean,
So
I
we have
the paranormal
yeah.
shows, and my favorites are when like Cindy Kays is out there with her peeps, like doing her thing. Like I cannot get enough of her, Michelle Belanger.
Yes.
Like give it
Michelle
to me. So I've investigated with you guys, and I love it when you are all like, "Oh, there homies over there saying hi," and Audra's all like, "Can the rest of us say hi too, or is it just you?" You know, like, I love it because I'll be like, "One of these days, I'm gonna see him too." I'm like,
I do think everybody has talent. Everybody's born with it. Everybody has something.
Yeah.
Everybody has something. It's just because we grow up and we become so jaded. You know, it's one of those things that life just kind of jades you a little bit to where you forget that you have that ability. Whether it be anything. I mean, just intuition.
So, forgive me because I do not remember all the different clair this, clair that. I know there's like clairsentient,
I'm terrible at
clairvoyant,
that.
clair
Yeah.
audient. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you fall in there? Like, do you see
They
things or
show
do you
me
hear
pictures.
things?
Yeah, they show
Oh,
me
okay.
pictures, so I have to guess, so it makes it really fun, and then I can just see them. So, but they'll show me pictures like a slideshow, but sometimes they go really fast, and it's just pointless. It's just like, what am I supposed to get out of this? Sometimes
Yeah.
they're very slow, and you can piece it together. It's like pulling teeth to get it out of them. So, like I said, if they show me a slideshow, and then I can see them, but I can only, that's all I can really do.
We have a few on the
That's
team
all.
that pick up the energies, the feelings.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're still
Lot of
learning how to
Hone it in.
deal with it,
Hone
hone
in on
in
that
on it,
skill.
know when to
Yeah.
remove themselves because they're getting overwhelmed. So they're still working on that. It's still new to them.
Yeah.
So I myself, nothing. Shut off to the world.
That's
I have
not
no
correct.
feelings.
no clair.
No players in my world.
She's a great communicator with the dead. Wonderful communicator with the dead. She really is. She's great. She can get them to do things that normal people like we can't get them to do. She can get them to do stuff. At the hospital on College Hill, there is a guy named Joseph, and he responded to me one time when I was counting down 1, 2, 3, or counting up to 3. But he would only really respond to Audra and Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer's amazing.
Yeah, because I don't know what, I think it's the tone of their voice. I think it's the way they express themselves that they just really like listening to them, and they will listen to
Audra's
them.
got that sultry saxophone voice.
No, that's Erin.
Listen, they have got on me about that enough to where it's like,
Her whole voice will change when she's doing it. And she's like, "Hi." And we're like, I feel like I should be throwing pesos at her. But I ain't got dollars. I got pesos. I'm broke.
We just decided the other day we're going to start Only Phantoms instead of OnlyFans, so maybe
Yeah.
you guys have a career there.
yeah, we're gonna
That's
start
it.
ours is called Phantoms Only.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
just
it.
gonna film.
We've
I'm
already
gonna
got a
film
TV
myself
show.
sleeping at night and just tell people I'm sleeping with a ghost.
We've already got a
People
TV
would
show
pay.
in the works, and we get no kidding.
Hell yeah. People will pay for this, you know?
That would be great, wouldn't it? That'd be
People
great.
would though. People would pay.
Probably.
That'd be right. No.
So do you think that having clairs or not having access to your clairs makes people, like some people, more susceptible to like the darker side of the paranormal, or do you think that's a whole different
I think
like,
it's a whole different thing.
vulnerability?
I think, yeah, I think it depends on their vulnerability is a good way to put it. I think a lot of, like Bailey on our team, spirits like to jump him, like to like use him as a conduit, and it doesn't happen to him anymore because he's learned how to. I don't want to say shut himself off, but like
He knows the feeling of when it's starting to happen, so he's learning to remove himself.
yeah.
But we have a new member, Jay, who is still figuring that out, and so
Yeah.
he starts to feel sick real fast, and we're like, "You gotta go, you gotta go. Time for you to go."
Jay,
So he's
the diver.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the dancer,
Yeah. Yeah.
the dirty
Yeah.
dancer.
Yep.
So yeah, Jay's still figuring it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
He is
so it
great.
takes
He's
time,
so
and until
funny.
you can find that limit, because they will make you feel sick, or
Yeah.
show you their death state and a heart attack, or maybe they got shot in the head and your head hurts or something. So until you can figure those emotions out, and before you can separate yourself from those emotions, I think everybody's susceptible to being overcome by all that. And if it's something darker, like a darker force, and you don't know, you haven't clued into the signs, because I don't know for anybody here, but I know me, it'll get me in my top of my shoulder blades, like extreme pain if I'm around a demon, and it's very uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. Being around demons is not.
It's very uncomfortable.
I don't enjoy
Paranormal,
it.
right? Right. But you know, I've learned that that's a sign of I'm around something, and you know, sometimes the pain will still grow and grow and grow to where I have to walk out. Not make a big scene about it, not, you know, just remove myself, take a breather, and come back, you know? So I think everybody's susceptible to the darker side when they're new in this and they haven't, for lack of better words, honed in their skills, their emotions.
So do you consider that like the darker side though? Because to me, like what you're describing is one of the clairs. Like they're tapping in, they're tuning into what's happening in the space, but they haven't learned how to separate themselves to be able to control it and shut it off.
Right.
But they're still like psychically, I mean, they're channeling something.
Absolutely. Because everybody, like I said, I think everybody has that ability. Everybody does. Everybody's born with something. Because we don't even use, how much percent of our brain do we actually use?
Like 10, I think it
Yeah,
said.
something ridiculous. To where if we untapped our brain, this thing right here, if we could untap the power of our brain, we'd be unstoppable. It'd be terrifying.
I don't
AI.
That
want
would
that.
be amazing.
I would be so smart.
I want to use less of my brain. You guys can have the 10% that I use of mine. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I wanna use
to
it.
open up more storage in here because that 10% is getting crammed, you know? Jeez. But yeah, I do. I mean, so, and then, of course, also, I do think your integrity. You know, what are you bringing to the parent? What are you bringing to this investigation? Because if you're looking for the dark side and you're interested only in the dark side, and I mean that's going to fester some things too. So it's up to the person and their integrity and what they're bringing to the table.
Yeah, and the
And their
space that you want their
intentions.
investigation with.
Intentions. There you go. Yeah. What's their intentions? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you all are a party, because it's nothing but good times.
I mean, I think it's like in life, you kind of get the energy that you put out. You know, if you're putting negative energy out there, you're going to get negative energy back. Now, not always. There's times that that's not the case, but for the most part, right? Like that's generally how it goes.
If you
Yeah,
wake
right.
up
So like
and
you
you're
match your vibration.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean,
Well,
the old saying goes: if you wake up and you're like, you know, okay, I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna go, and you just kind of go along with your day, it turns out to be okay day. But if you wake up and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go to work.
Fuck Monday, yeah. Will not have it.
Yeah, right. I mean, then your chances are you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
It's true.
So it's the energy that you're putting into it too.
I'm thinking too a lot, talking about like being vulnerable and also like being open and not knowing yet how to like shut things off or what have you. There was a TV show back in the day called Psychic Kids. I don't know if y'all remember this.
I remember it, yeah.
Yeah. So was it the best show in the world? It wasn't my favorite, I'll be honest. But what I did like about it is they taught the kids things that are really important for all of us of like boundary setting, and not necessarily just in the paranormal space, but like, hey, listen, something's making you uncomfortable. What do you do? You say no thank you, and you say no more of that. And that's such a good thing to learn just in life. But they were teaching, you know, the kids that just because they can see these things or hear these things or feel these things, that doesn't obligate them to deal with those things.
That's right.
And that they need to learn how to say no thank you, I'm done with this. And I feel like what you're saying is something that I've been very nervous about in terms of investigating my, you know, on my own. I don't know that I have those boundary setting skills to go into a place that I'm already scared. And then I'm like, I don't know, please leave me alone. I don't think I like this. You know, I don't know that I could do that. I think I would just be like, y'all go first. I'll go behind you and hope something doesn't scratch me to death.
Yeah. I'll let you get scratched first.
Yeah. I probably would.
But and then you'd learn, you'd figure it out, and it'd become second nature. You wouldn't even think about it anymore, you know?
True.
Yeah.
I promise not to go into these places screaming, like, come at me, bro.
Before you
I
know,
know
it,
that.
you're gonna be running in them, being like, "Oh, I'm here," you know.
You'll be kicking down the door
Yeah.
and saying, "I'm back, bitch."
That's
Yeah.
it. It is.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
It's gonna happen. We all telling we're gonna kidnap Melanie and like drag her out someplace. We just have to have decide which place is gonna be her first one. The Ura
Yeah.
Shrine is close to you.
So, it's a funny story that you say that because my partner Dave and I have been talking about, he's very supportive of this. He was not really into any of this until we like met, but he's very like supportive. And the other day he was like, I think when we travel, we should try to fit in like spooky places when we're going to, you know, wherever we go. And we both have off at Christmas, and in my head I'm like, where can I go that's not too far and maybe do something spooky? Well, we both really want to go to Bristol, so maybe. What y'all doing the week before Christmas?
You're
I literally live here, so I can.
I'll holler.
Yeah. You will not be sorry. It's a great place.
Is there
Honestly,
heat
even
there?
if I didn't investigate, I'd just love to see it, if nothing else.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so
Oh.
cool. Yeah, if you didn't investigate, you'd have to at least see it. That's the truth. Because it's something,
It's like-
I mean,
The Bristol sign and the Ura Shrine are the two things I feel I must see.
Yeah.
Go to State Street, because one side of the street is Virginia and the other side of the street is Tennessee. So when COVID hit, it was really interesting because this side of the street would close first, and then like an hour later, this side of the street would close.
Oh, that's too funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Hi, pals. The code word for this episode is macabre. All right, so on that note, can you guys tell us a little bit about the Ura Shrine? I know that we talked a little bit about it earlier, and like I said, it seems to be the spot right now as far as what I've been hearing from everybody. So I would love to hear more about what it is and what kind of stories you guys might be able to share with us about things that have happened there. Anything you've got, we'd love to hear it.
Audra, you want to go first?
Well, it's located in Bristol, Tennessee, and it is a Shinto shrine. The owner does live there, so he lives above it, and the shrine is beneath it. It was in his family. The house has been in his family for years, and he bought it off of his father about 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And that's when he started turning it into what it is now. And as he started working on it, he wasn't sleeping because he kept hearing all these noises and everything. And he finally went downstairs and just told him, let me sleep and I will build you what you want. So they started kind of telling him in his sleep what they kind of wanted. He kind of getting premonitions and such. Potatoes back. And so then he just would start moving stuff around, and he kept hearing noises. So once he finds where these things are supposed to go, the noises stop. So they help him figure out where these haunted objects are supposed to go. It's got a coven stead, and it is an active coven stead. There is an active coven there. They do practice there. They have rituals. They have meetings. They have seances. It's Appalachian Seance Society. They're amazing. You should look them up.
Yeah.
Have them on your show. They're fantastic.
I'd love to.
There's a huge, I can't even begin to describe the dragon table. We'll send you a picture so you can put it in. The dragon table is just amazing. It's got multiple layers in it, and each layer is represented by a different religion. And each religion came in when they poured this concrete table and put their own sigils, their own representation in there. They did, the necromancers put some bones in there. I feel bad saying that. I feel like people are instantly judging.
I just have questions.
The witches came in and did their thing. and they put their herbs and all that they use, the crystals. 13 different religions are represented.
Wow.
There's sigils all over the place, in the floor, in the ceiling.
Everywhere.
It's a balance of good and light and dark. I don't say good and bad, but light and dark.
Yeah, light and dark. But yeah, everything's very balanced out there, and he's constantly still moving things. So things are still, every time we go, he's got a new piece added. He's changed something around. They had a scrying room. Well, now it's a coffin room.
It's got a haunted doll in it.
Yeah.
Sally's in there in her coffin.
Yeah. Have you met Sally, Andronike?
I have not. I haven't met Sally yet.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ask
Rachel
about
did.
her. Rachel's
Yeah.
got her. Yeah, Rachel did.
And I think
Yeah.
Beth is gone too, right? Has
Yeah.
Beth been there?
Yeah.
And I know Bree's been there a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think Bree met her. Yeah.
yeah.
The cool thing about it is, the super cool thing about it is, like Audra said earlier, it's so cool because you're talking to different spirits every time you go. It's
He
not
is making a new
spirits.
scrying
You're
there.
going to run into a whole different set of spirits because they're coming and going. They're not bound there. There's only two
that stay there regularly.
And
he does have a grotto in there.
Yeah.
So his original intent with the grotto was to, mimic Hugh Hefner, but it didn't work out.
I was just going to ask that question if that's what it was for.
Yeah, but it's been used for a lot of photo shoots, different types of movies and TV shows have come in there and filmed. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah. You can't
It's really kind of mystical, magical. There's a bamboo forest, a tendu forest outside with a witch's circle in it, which they use when they're doing their, they're I don't want to mess it up, but they do like their Black Moon. They did a ritual out there. They do them on.
They do rituals out there.
Yeah. So that's why the energy's always changing. They have weekly meetings on Wednesday, and it's not like one religion goes in there every Wednesday. It's multiple representations there. And they're all learning from each other and listening to each other, and they respect each other.
And everybody's welcome as they are there. It's like you just don't get judged. You're not
Thing. And it seems like it feels like that's so rare nowadays too in the paranormal community, because everybody you're either like super supportive or you're throwing people into the shadows so that you can boost yourself up. It doesn't seem like there's any middle ground right now, and that's great. Like that's what it should be about, the community and exploration.
They've done classes on ruins, and astrology, mediumship. I mean, they cover it all. Yeah. So I'm going tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. So me and Dee are going to go.
Yeah. Is there a class overnight, or
it's on room? It's on a room. We're making our own rune stones.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
I'm going to expect a reading then next week. Thank you, Erin.
I did not attend that class, but Dee did.
So I know nothing about runes. That's something that we'll have to talk about another time, because I know that could be a whole freaking episode in itself. But I love that they seem to be so diverse in all of the things that are not just offered there, but practiced there. And so I'm a Christian, a very open-minded one, and I feel like going to places, a lot of times it's this or that. So it's either it's a Christian place or it's not, and it's witchcraft, and those are the two things, and it can't be anything else. And I love this because I feel like there's little bits and pieces of everything, like protecting the space, but also opening it up to that, like realm, world, whatever.
Dee is Christian, and she goes, and she's very accepted. I myself am agnostic, and they have no trouble with me coming in there, and I don't believe in any, most of it, but I love to learn about it. That way I have that knowledge.
Yeah, me too.
Because it helps in the investigations, for one thing, but also it's just so fascinating to me.
Truly.
To hear this stuff, and it's, they're so passionate about it.
Oh, yeah.
But with all of that being in there, it also brings in all the energy all the, as we say it, it's a place that is, not a place that was. It wasn't a hospital.
Ooh.
It wasn't a jail. It wasn't an asylum. It is an active
Shrine.
place that is constantly being used for things. So that's why it's always changing.
And it's
He's growling.
we're snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also it's its own entity. The shrine is its own entity. It's its own living, breathing. This is how this place will stop you from coming if you're not supposed to come. It will make you sick as soon as you cross that Tory gate, the gates. As soon as you step foot across the Tory gate, you are.
Or before.
Or before.
Or beforehand, yeah. I mean,
We've
so
seen it have. People have been on their way. Their cars have broke down. We've seen wrecks at the bottom of the hill that's prevented people from coming up. People who have scheduled multiple times and all of a sudden at the last minute had family things or some sudden issues come up that's prevented them from making it. And Rick will just be like, they're not ready or they're not supposed to be here.
That's right. They're not ready or not supposed to be here. That's right. Because, I mean, Jay had been stopped several times from coming. A blowout, a tire blowout, and he had
traffic.
Random stuff that you're just like, what now? What? This is so weird. But he just wasn't ready. So he can come now. The shrine lets him in.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know what it is. Like, what is it? The shrine is protecting you? Is it the shrine is like, screw you, I don't want you here because I don't like you?
Both.
Like,
both.
I want to know all the things now. I'm so into this.
Because when he didn't make it that one time, we went in and did a Phasmobox session, and we said, did you prevent him from coming? And it said yes, and we said why, and it said not ready.
Get out.
Yeah.
I got chills when you said that.
Yeah.
Not bad ones, just like, yes,
we had another friend. We had another friend who it would not let her through the door. Would not let her through. She came in, she got sick. She had to go back out and sit in the car.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And the owner, Rick, was immediately like, she has bad intentions. She can't be in here. Mm-hmm. I mean, he knew right off the bat.
Yeah.
She had bad intentions. He just looked at her, and he finally looked at her and said, you need to get your life right.
Oh, wow.
He did.
Yep. But they had a long conversation, and he helped her work through some things, and her life is going great now. So,
yeah.
But she knows not to come back there, though. She knows.
She actually got a
better.
warning shot from the shrine because somebody had stole something from the shrine, and a couple of things were done, and we were honored enough to get to witness this, and I guess it shot off a warning shot to her, like, just don't come back. And like a reminder. It was so weird because she called the next day and she was like, what's going on down at the shrine? Because I had the same pain and the same illness randomly out of nowhere. And she goes, it won't go away. And what was it, like a day or two? Because she went to the doctor. She had nothing.
Yeah.
She didn't have the flu.
And she was like, we told her what had happened, and she was like, oh, so I felt, she was like, they were telling me, they were reminding me, don't come back here.
Wow.
So she felt like whatever that went through, that we watched, it sent out a warning shot to anybody who had bad intentions. Just a reminder, don't try it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it worked because I was unsure because I'd never seen anything like that before, been through anything like that before. So when we had the opportunity to sit there and watch that and then get that news the next day that she had gone through that she got that warning shot, I was like, wow, that really did work. That's so cool.
It was a beautiful little ceremony they did. The witches performed. It was really kind of cool.
It really was.
So the owner that lives upstairs, does he experience things like in his home all the time?
Oh, yeah. But he went through a ceremony that prevents him from seeing the spirits. He's considered what they call a gatekeeper. Mm-hmm. So he just provides a place for people who want to interact with spirits and spirits who want to interact with people, a place to meet.
Yeah. Mm. He's the mediator.
So
I like that.
He doesn't see them. He can see their shadows. He'll see like their shadows and he'll hear them and all that other stuff, but he doesn't
You don't want to see him.
full on see them.
I don't know what I would do if I ever saw like a full-on apparition that looks like a human. Like I could see features, not even necessarily eyes, nose kind of features, but even just like, oh, I can see their hair and their clothes. Like I think I might melt down. I've seen shadows.
You would. I've done that.
You wouldn't know what you were looking
100%.
at until afterwards.
I had a doppelganger in my house.
Nope.
This is many years ago, and I was in bed, and I was laying in bed, and my husband, I woke up randomly, and I rolled over, and my husband was standing up against the closet with his arms folded, looking at me, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And he wouldn't answer me, and so I sat up on the corner of the bed. I know I was awake. What's wrong? Nothing. I said, "Danny, what the hell?" So I went to go stand up to put my hands on his chest right here. Whew. They went through his chest and he disappeared, and I was like, oh my God. So I went tearing through the house, all the way to the other end of the house, and I'll never forget, he was watching Motley Crue on the David Letterman show. And he thought somebody broke in the house by the way I was reacting. And so he goes tearing through the house thinking someone broke in, and he comes back and he's like, Erin, there's like all the doors are locked. Nobody's gotten in the house. What's wrong with you? I said, it was you. I saw you. You were standing right there. And then it did the same thing where he saw me, and Brandon was crying in bed in his crib, and he said, Erin, can you get Brandon? You know, I'm sleeping. I got to get some sleep. I got to go to work tomorrow. And he worked night shift. And I said, sure, honey, no problem. Walked down the hallway, went into the room. Brandon quit crying. And then 5-10 minutes later go by, and Brandon starts crying again. And he's like, damn it, Erin, I thought I told you I've got to sleep. And he got up and he realized neither me nor Brandon were home. Like, we weren't there. Yeah, we weren't there. I had taken Brandon out of the house. Yeah. We weren't even home. The car wasn't even there. Yeah. You talk about, yeah, we didn't live there very long.
Listen, I don't fuck with doppelganger stuff. I don't fuck with mimics. No, thank you. That's the stuff that I am not. Nope.
I can deal
that
with it. Like,
is terrifying.
That was scary.
Now, I still swear and declare I've seen Jen twice at different locations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw her at Old South Pittsburgh walk into that room, and I still swear and declare to this day she walked in that room, and she's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, I just saw you go into the bedroom, and she's
That's
like,
so cool.
And then didn't I see her at Old College Hill?
You said you saw me at Old College Hill. By the way, I guess I turned.
No,
into...
the way you turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kicks her leg out and turns. And I was like, you just walked in this room. She was like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, you were. And I'm standing there looking at her going, you're in that room.
She said, I swear, because I went down the hall and turned the corner, and she thought I went down the hall and went into a room, and I didn't.
Because I followed her in there, and I'm like,
there's nobody in here.
She's not in, who? And I was just like, and it was like shortly after that everything just kind of, that's when Joseph showed up.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Because we were getting ready to call it a night.
Yeah, we were.
It's fun.
Oh, it is if you don't live with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not in your house, it's cool.
Right.
It's all right, because, chances are they're going to stay there. But, if you're living with it, that's a whole different story. That's a no. That's no.
I don't know, if they start cleaning, I'm all for it. Like, you're gonna do my
if they want to clean, by all means. Please.
Yeah, if they're willing to do some work around here.
Yeah. Do some light repairs.
Can you hold a paintbrush?
Yeah. I will say I had only one experience that I have been like touched by something, and I said, so I was taking a shower in my old apartment in this building. It was upstairs. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I was taking a shower and I felt something not pull my hair, but like kind of hold my hair up in a ponytail, kind of like I felt it. And I said, and that's not something, it's not your hair bumping on the shower curtain or like sticking on your back or something. Like that is physically
coming up like this.
That's what you do in your lip when you wash your hair.
Yeah, and I don't put my hair up when I wash it. I leave it like down and like
Don't forget to get behind your ears.
yeah. That's what the ghost was saying. But I was like, you cannot touch me. You cannot touch my dog. You cannot scare us. If you're passing through, pass through. But you can't scare us. You can't touch us, whatever. And that's the only time that's ever happened to me. But I'm so like, oh my God, I don't know what I would do if I saw like a doppelganger, because I don't think I would have the wherewithal to be like, please don't bother me. I think I would just be like, what the is happening? Get out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh my
And
gosh.
if I saw myself, I've never seen myself. I would probably.
I think that's bad luck if you
Yeah.
see yourself, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
the
it's bad.
thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, Erin would pee her pants very swiftly. And I would have no shame about it.
No.
I'd be running. There'd be a scream behind me. I can promise you that. That would scare me.
that's how we would know which one's real.
Yeah. Right, exactly. The one kissing herself.
Yeah. There would be no shame because we would all understand.
Yeah. No shame. No shame.
Well, you guys, this has been amazing. I don't want to keep you too long. Thank you so much for chatting with us and telling us these stories that have now scarred me for life.
You're welcome.
It made you want to go to the shrine.
Anytime.
It did.
anytime.
It did. I will come to the shrine. I will bring my crystals and my cross and my Star of David and all of the things.
Yes.
We do have one more very important thing, though, before you guys go, and that is, would you like to become members of the secret society of the Spooky Sisterhood?
Why, sure.
You have to say yes.
Yeah.
If you say no, I will cry. Just full disclosure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That'd be an honor.
So all you have to do is raise your hand. Some people like to put a finger up or whatever makes you happy.
Which
You
hand?
don't have to swear on anything. It really doesn't matter. But you'll repeat after me.
Yes.
All right. I, Melanie, use your name.
I, Audra,
Promise to show compassion
promise to show
promise
compassion
to show compassion
to the spirits, my community, and myself.
to the spirits,
to the spirits, my community,
myself.
and myself.
Remain open-minded and non-judgmental.
Remain open-minded and non-judgmental.
Use critical thinking.
Use critical thinking.
Treat people, places, and things with respect.
Treat
Treat
people, places, and things with respect.
Nailed it. And above all, keep it spooky.
And
And
above
all,
keep it
spooky.
Welcome to the siblinghood.
Yeah.
Those are some long
Yeah.
sentences to remember.
I know.
I'm old.
It looks so short when you write it down, and then once you start saying it, you're like, good Lord.
Do you? You are.
Yeah. Yeah. I should just, like, do you want to be a part of the Spooky Sisterhood? Great. Thank you. Have a great day.
Maybe just read it out and have them go, I agree.
Yeah. I love this. Thank you for workshopping this with me. I am open to feedback.
You're welcome.
I like how you make them say it though, because the expressions.
Yeah.
Like Audra, your face when you're like, wait, am I using critical
What?
I
thinking?
know, you said compassion, and I was like, I wonder if I can skip that word. Wonder if they'll notice.
We will a little bit, but that's okay. We won't be judgmental.
Yeah, right?
That's what it was.
We're really clear.
Can you guys tell us what you've got coming up and how people can find you and all that good stuff?
Erin, go ahead.
Oh gosh, what do we have as a team? What do we have coming up?
Sure, or by yourself, whatever
We're
floats your
going to
boat.
rugby, baby. We're going to Rugby, Tennessee.
Historic rugby.
Historic rugby. If you guys have never been to Rugby, Tennessee, it's a gem. It's cool. But we get to do the rugby after dark. So we're investigating 5 different locations in the same little village.
Oh.
In one night?
Mhm.
Wow.
It's the one with the library that I sent you with photos of last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
wanna
then
go.
after that,
I
we
wanna
are
visit.
doing Brushy Mountain.
Ooh.
Yeah. Again.
And you're going to Trans-Allegheny?
We're
Yes.
going to Trans-Allegheny, yes. And then we're going to, where else are we going?
Blakely County
Blakely County. We have
in
Wow.
Georgia.
And then we have
Wrapping up the year at St. Albans.
St. Albans, that's right,
Oh,
Yeah.
in December.
more
You're
my
going
neck
to
of the
Ura
wood.
Shrine in between all of those? At least
Yeah,
once a
so-
month?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
because right now, I mean, there's 4 of us working, at the shrine, and we're getting things going. It's just we're waiting for it to kind of pop off a little bit, so it's kind of slow go right now because it's still.
They've got something big coming up that should help it.
Oh,
So now's the time to go before it explodes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really is. Now's the time to get there because once word gets out about this place, it's gonna be tight. The
Yeah,
schedule
it is getting
tight.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we got a lot of good things coming up. We're excited. We're excited every month for a new location. We're always, and then we have a meeting at Rugby because we're going to be determining 2026
Next year's
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh.
So we're all coming together, and those
Yep.
who can't be there are going to call in or just send a list, and we're going to go over, places and come up with a list for 2026. And then how
That's
we're gonna
awesome.
do this, who's booking what, so it's going to be
Yep.
really
We're going to try to hit some new places we haven't been yet. So
Any up my
try-
way?
Yeah.
we've got one out of West Virginia, so we are trying to head further north this time. So
Yeah.
yes, maybe
Yeah.
try to hit some in Kentucky and up in that way.
We are
Well,
doing
Kentucky, we got Kentucky, Illinois is an area we're looking at. We're looking at trying to hit Billy Creek.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to go there.
Yeah, we're hoping to get maybe Billy Creek and ISS if we can line them up together. But
And Ashmore's only an hour away from there.
I love Ashmore.
oh wow,
Yeah.
Ashmore,
Okay.
you can, Ashmore.
that might be an idea instead of doing ISS, do Ashmore and Billy Creek.
And you can stay. Does he still have those pods that you can rent out? The bunk
Yeah.
house. Yeah. So there's like 2 or 3 bunk houses you can rent out, so you can sleep there
Mm-hmm.
at the location. It's so cool.
Yeah, I've been to Ashmore. That's where I did my interview for
Right.
the company. Remember the Dragon
my God.
Slayer?
Just love that story.
Best interview ever.
It's just like, give me the story.
This is the
Best interview ever.
You gotta get props. You gotta go get your scarf.
You know what? How about we do that in our after the gavel?
Yes.
That'll be the perfect time for this.
Yes.
So,
Perfect.
how can people find you guys?
You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube,
TikTok.
and it's all under the Tennessee Shadow Chasers. And we have this nice
Okay.
logo that is nice and neon and bright.
so
pink.
cute.
You can't
I
miss
love
us
it.
for anything. Yeah, you can't miss it. So that's where you can find us. Yeah, it's like that. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
you guys, thank you so much again. Before we sign off, I do want to give a big thank you to our Patreon pals. If you'd like to join us for our After the Gavel and hear this amazing interview story,
It's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth $20, I promise you.
I have a feeling that overall this After the Gavel is going to be worth the $2. So yeah, it may not
we're
look
gonna
cute.
be
but-
giving away the basket, and the basket's gonna have some Tennessee Shadow Chaser swag, some Ura Shrine swag, and maybe a couple little surprises, just little gifts.
Some little ghosty stuff in there as well.
So if I remember correctly, did you guys do last year like a jar?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it had, yes. Oh my
I did
God.
that.
Whoever, I think my friend Carrie won that. I don't remember now.
Wait, I
But
missed
whoever-
it. What was in the jar?
It's like a tarot card and like some other
So I
cool
picked the tarot
herbs
card,
and things,
yeah.
right?
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
whoever the winner was, I picked the tarot card with them in mind, and especially made for them, with have like moss and rocks and herbs and stuff in there.
Oh, I love
So
that.
I'm-
yeah.
not 100% sure who won it, but I do remember them losing their mind because it was so accurate to them, and like it really spoke to their like heart, and it was like crazy for them. Like they felt like they were meant to win that.
Well, it
Yeah.
was specifically catered to them. I mean, it wasn't made until they won. So it was
Well, you
specifically
nailed
catered
it.
towards that person. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are gonna do our hunt down to Halloween this year. We're gonna do this gift basket, and we'll get to talk a little bit more about now I'm doing it.
Tennessee Shadow Chasers.
Tennessee Shadow Chasers and Ura Shrine. So super excited to tell people more about all that. Yeah, thank you guys again. And yeah, if there's no more business, this meeting of the Spooky Sisterhood is adjourned. As always, keep it spooky, Sibs. It's Hunt Down to Halloween season, y'all. This year we've got an amazing grand prize package that we're giving away on Halloween. For information on how you can enter, visit our website, which is spookysisterhood.com/events. And please don't forget to check out all of our incredible paranormal partners. A huge thank you to the Smell of Fear Candle Company, Beacons TV, Spooks and Sparkles, Cryptid Comforts, Dave Hemmings, Adela Levine, Night Shift Paranormal, Lauren Haunts, and Spirit Jersey. Please go see all the wonderfully spooky things they have to offer today.